Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. Today we're gonna review Flash season 5. I don't have anything to say, but this is the first video I'm doing in a while. I've been getting a lot of homework lately, and go check out my Arrowverse playlist and let's get started. Starting off the 20-second recap in 3, 2, 1. Go. So back in season 4, you saw DeVoe, and then there's this event called the Enlightenment where he tried to do that and then create some metas. Also, we learned that Barry's daughter from the future came back from and was at Barry's wedding, and now she appeared at the end of the season. That's pretty much where we left off, and we'll go from there. Honestly, that was like the best 20-second recap I've done yet, if I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, now we have what the season is about. So this season is about So when Nora helped Barry with the Enlightenment, it created a lot of metas, and now they're all out causing some chaos of some sort. There's not that many metas with the Enlightenment, but yeah. And then there's this character called Cicada, it's kind of a complicated, but then he wants to kill all the metas, and then there's Reverse Flash kind of working around the background, kind of manipulating things as they go on. And that's kind of what happens. I'm going to ban the episode go through, but I'm just going to say I will let you know, from now on going on the episode rankings, I will let you know my score for the episode, which I forgot to do that with Legends of Tomorrow Season 3. And I will kind of let you know, like, what sort of happened throughout the episode, and well, of course, what the episode number is, or, like, whatever, you know what I mean. Anyway, so next up we have the good. A lot of the good in the season comes with the season-long storyline. I think is great. As it builds and builds and builds as you go on until you get to the finale, it just works really well. And I don't really have anything wrong with that. That's one of my favorite parts of the season. Some other great things. I actually really think the season is quite underrated. I actually really enjoyed season 5, and other things I enjoyed. The first Cicada from the first 9 episodes I thought was great. After that, he became a terrible villain, but I'll talk about that later. And other things I also enjoyed. I love seeing Reverse Flash again. Wish they did Matt Fletcher instead of Tom Cavanagh, but I don't really care. They're both great in the role, but I just think Matt Fletcher feels more like Reverse Flash, and Tom Cavanagh, you just have seen him as Harrison Wells since really season 1, and you don't really see him as Reverse Flash. You see the Matt Fletcher's Reverse Flash. So season 4 I can deal with because he likes the face, but then season 5 they should have done something different. I don't know. I don't think it makes a lot of sense that he's still doing the Harrison Wells face. It's fine. And I think other things, some of the action sequences near the end of the season, I think are quite good. But I think a lot of the fights near the end of the season are good. Like the Cicada version 2 fights, I feel like are better than I feel like most people would remember them for. They're not great or anything, but they're decent. Some of the Cicada fights are great. Like that first fight was fantastic in episode 2. Episode 3, the fights were also great. Really, until episode 9, I thought they were all quite good. As a whole, I think there are some other things I really enjoy. I kind of enjoyed seeing Nora as a character, and overall, I think that really worked for me. So all the good summed up. There's not too much in the good, but a lot of the good stuff in the season is great. And in general, I think the season's quite entertaining. We have episodes like Cost and Excess, King Shark vs. Gorilla Grodd, What's Past is Prologue. The crossover episode I think is quite good here. And the finale. There's a lot of great episodes, but there's some not so great ones too. But it doesn't bother me that much. Now you have the mix. This season has a lot of mixed stuff. So the first thing I want to come to, in general, the whole idea of just the Enlightenment and how it created metas just doesn't. I debate whether I like it or not. I don't hate it or anything. It works because it's a meta event, and I think it works for the season. But it's just kind of a weird one. Like, a lot of the other meta events, like the bus metas in Season 4, the wormhole in Season 2, of course, the particle accelerator in Season 1, all of those are just so much better than this. And so it just doesn't quite work. But overall, I like it, but I don't love it. So I'm kind of mixed on it. Other things I just feel mixed on, as I mentioned, the Tom Cavanagh stuff, and the biggest thing. This one I think is the biggest thing. Cisco. Some of the episodes I really like Cisco near the end of the season, but I have to be between episode 9 and episode 20, he did nothing. Like, there's even a few episodes where he wasn't in there. I liked him in quite a... Actually, no. Between, like, episode 3 and episode 14. Yeah, that sounds a lot more accurate. He basically did nothing. Like, I think he was out of the season throughout most of it. And even when he was in the season, he was still, like, he was kind of just a boring character. They didn't do anything with him. I liked his relationship with Camilla, even though they didn't have too much screen time. I actually liked that they did that. But for a lot of the season, he just feels very distant from a lot of the other characters, that it just doesn't quite work. And I feel like this is when, I think after episode 3, he should have officially lost his powers. I would have liked that. And then maybe they go on a different route with him. Maybe he has to learn to work with, and then maybe they dedicate an episode for him to try, like, work with Team Flash without his powers. Take away News Flash and replace it with this. That would have been great. And overall, I think, it still worked. I mean, it could have... I think the vibe could have been like sort of like a Doctor Strange kind of story. But as a whole, I don't really care for Cisco that much. A lot of the other characters, I think I'm kind of mixed on. Like Nora, some episodes she's super annoying. Episode 4, episode 11, episode 5, episode 20. There's so many episodes where I don't like Nora, but the good outweighs the bad. That's why she's in the mixed. Not only the bad for this season is very easy to pinpoint, and it's the cicadas. As a whole, the whole cicada storyline was just not good. What they should have done, keep cicada. They do one of two things. First one the first one I think I'm a little bit more keen on. First one, keep cicada until episode 11, I guess. Either episode 11 or replace or make episode 14, episode 13, and kill him off there. But that would have been a very good storyline. I think what they should have done, keep him until episode 11, seeing red, or they do memorabilia, and then before that, they do a bunch of stuff, and then there's the event where he's trying to kill all the metas. So they put them into some sort of area, and then that's when they completely kill him off, and that's what they do. And then maybe, what they do is, instead of something else, maybe near like in season 6 they bring the second cicada in, because it doesn't make any sense to do it in season 5. Maybe that's what they could do instead of blood work, and they'll put blood work maybe in the second half of the season, because I bet I don't know. And then maybe that's what they do. And then throughout the rest of the season, either there's a bunch of filler episodes throughout it, and then once we get to episode 16. We have the Reverse Flash storyline. Start there, and then it kind of continue, and then we have I'd say, actually, you know what they should do? They do and then they do some episodes with Nora and Godspeed. I don't really know, but they should have done something better. Second one, bring Cicada till episode 9, and then they kill him off, and then the second Cicada kind of comes in, but just for like episodes 10, 11, and 12, maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 episodes, and then maybe kill her off soon, like in episode 13, and then they have a bunch of villains. This would be nice because they kind of spread out the season, and it would make the season so much better. So this one's an easy thing to pinpoint some of the bads. Also, some other things, I didn't really care for a bunch of episodes like Gone Rogue. And also, it's just there's just a lot of stuff I feel like just doesn't quite work there. But still a really enjoyable season. And I think this is my second least favorite season on The Flash. I like it a bit more than season 4. Just because the season storyline works a lot better. And the way it's building and building and building just works really well. Season 4, on the other hand, just doesn't have that advantage, and it kind of just downgrades quite a bit, and then it starts to go up again near the finale, but then it just completely drops it on the finale. If the finale was a lot better, then maybe I think season 4 would be better than season 5. Right now, they're kind of right next to each other. I don't know, I might like Flash season 5 more than Arrow season 6, but I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.